It's hard to believe we're closing in on the holidays. It's been such a crazy year. Thanksgiving around the corner and Christmas not long behind that. The season of giving gifts and receiving gifts. You think about when you've ever given a gift to someone or received one, one of the most obvious ways you can show that you appreciate the gift is to use it. Give Joey that Christmas sweater. How come Joey never wears that Christmas sweater? We get gifts, and they're meant to be used, and in using them, we show the gift giver the appreciation that we have for the gift. How many times have you cleaned out your closet, maybe found something in the back, jacket or shirt or some article of clothing, you say, oh man, I forgot about this. I'm going to use this. You're cleaning out your desk drawer and all the paper clips and pens and papers. You say, find a gift card. Oh my God, I got this gift card. I got this 2 years ago. I hope it's not expired. And all too often, we get gifts, and in the case of the gospel, we have to ask ourselves, am I using them? Notice, the one who got 5 and the one who got 2 were praised in the exact same way. The one who had 5 wasn't valued more. They both used their gifts. And sometimes we're sitting here and we're looking around at somebody who's smarter or more talented at this or that, and we have a tendency to compare ourselves to others and say, well, you know, I don't have as many gifts, or I'm not even sure what my gifts are. But the real praise and the idea that God is trying to get across to us is, it's not how many gifts, it's what we do with them. The shame of the last guy wasn't that he had 1 talent. It was what? He did nothing with it. He didn't even try. He didn't even try. Who knows why he didn't try? Maybe he had the talent, and he tried to use it for like a day or two, and he didn't get the results he was looking for right away, so he stopped. He didn't persevere. It took harder and more time than he was hoping for, so he just stopped. Maybe he procrastinated. One of the most dangerous words in the vocabulary. Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be a better priest. Tomorrow I'll really get into my prayer life. Tomorrow I'll start my diet. Tomorrow I'll start studying harder. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. And God isn't trying to scare us with this gospel. He's trying to call us to some urgency, to live in the present, to recognize that each and every single person in this church has gifts, has talents. And if you're not sure what they are, or you don't think you have enough, look again, because they're in there. The problem is, all too often, we do what the third man did. We bury them. Or we put them off. Or we're afraid to fail. Or we're afraid to look bad in front of our peers. Or maybe we're so paralyzed with anxiety that we can't even get started. Whatever it might be, this gospel is inspiring all of us to take some stock of ourselves, to do a little reflection, and with gratitude start to understand the gifts and the talents that God has given you. It can be overwhelming these days. Are we in school? Are we out of school? Is there going to be a vaccine or not? So much uncertainty, so much. In the midst of it all, Be not afraid. Step out in courage and in faith and use the gifts that God has given you to bring light and confidence and peace to a world that so desperately needs it. We do have a tendency to get overwhelmed by all the needs and maybe our lack of abilities. And we spend so much time telling God how big our problems are when we could just as easily be telling our problems how big and strong our God is and what we can accomplish when we work in concert with God's grace. Archbishop Oscar Romero We all have a lot to do, and we can't do it all. And there's liberation in realizing that. But we can do something and do it well. It may be incomplete. It might be just a beginning, a small step along the way, an opportunity for God's grace to enter in and help us do the rest. We're about to step into the season of Advent, a time of preparation and a time of great gratitude. Make no mistake about it, you are made in the image and likeness of God, and you are filled with many gifts that we have a tendency to bury because we're preoccupied with all the other stuff. Start digging up those gifts. Patience, perseverance, endurance, wisdom, compassion, empathy, and strength. We all have many gifts that have been given to us by God. None more important than faith and love. Let's make sure we put them on. And at the end of the day, may you hear God whispering in your ear, "Well done, my good and faithful servants."